Hi everybody, how are you guys? Welcome to Phantom Studio for this new tutorial dedicated to the MF Factory presets. What does mean MF Factory presets? It is, let's say, my interpretation of the big list, big amp model list you can find on Fractal. Okay, so today we will speak about the very nice tube amplifier, the Friedman Dirty Shirlay. And first of all, I wanted to invite to go to the Fractal website to understand what is this amp. So let's go to the web page where you can find on the amp model list. I will show you how to reach this. Okay, you can go to the wiki Fractal Audio. The web address is here. So this is really important. To me, it is like the Holy Bible. So you can find in the amplifier model list. Okay, and you scroll down, or you can search the Dirty Shirlay. You can find all models. Dirty Shirlay, it is a slot 110. There are two models. One is Dirty Shirlay and the other one is Dirty Shirlay 2. And the explanation is on the web. So this is the very famous Friedman Dirty Shirlay. And what is really important to understand is the cabinet you can associate, you can match with this amp. And Friedman 4x12 V30 speaker, or G12M, or G1265, or G12H. This is, I think, the base to start to develop these presets. Because especially the tube head, solo head, the sound is not only from the amp, is also strongly depend of the cabinet. So it is really important to understand what is the favorite cabinet you can match with some amplifier. Of course, you can do what you want, but a good starting point is to understand what is the correct cabinet to match with the amp. So let's go to the editor. Okay, let me switch on the editor. Here it is. On my desk there is my FM3. I would like to start with FM3 because it is the small unit of Fractal, but you can achieve really any kind of sound because the amp model are the same in all unit, FM9 and XFX3. So to me now it's important to show you how to make this preset from the scratch. As you can see, it is a really blank rig. I would like to share with you how is my philosophy to create a preset starting from the scratch. So let's start. First of all, I create the input and output. Okay, you can use different method, or pressing the right mouse switch and select the block, or you can use the quick build functionality and you can drag and drop the favorite block. Okay, the input one, the output one, pretty easy. So you can connect immediately the input with output. It's not necessary to design any shunt, but you can simply click on the output of the block. You have all option to connect this point to another point, and the most easy way is to select directly the output, and the system automatically create a long shunt to connect the input and output. And now I switch down the music, sorry. And now you can hear my guitar with a totally dry sound. Ciao Frankie, how are you? So let's start to insert the amp block and the cabinet block. It is the base of the system. So I prefer to insert the amp block in the middle of the rig, of course, for the first. Then I can insert the cabinet, okay? And I start also to select a reverb. To me, it is really important to create the ambient sound. It is really important. Now I will show you which kind of reverb it is indicated to develop the new preset. So switch off the quick build. Okay, from the reverb, it is correct to select the default reverb with the medium room. Okay, now it sounds, and okay, the amp is already selected with Dirty Shirlay 2, or that because I make some sample before, but I want to show you how to select the amp. So let's start from the channel A, click on type, and you can select Dirty Shirley 1. And in the same time, we can do the same on the channel B to select the Dirty Shirley 2. Okay? I want also to suggest you to select again the Dirty Shirley to use a different kind of setup for this amp, especially if you want to create, for example, a crunch sound, a lead sound, a clean sound, because it is really nice to get some very nice clean sound from this amp. It is necessary to tweak a bit on the gain control, the Q, and the master volume, but you can get very, very nice result. And from the cabinet, as we can see on the wiki FRACTAL, the most indicated cabinet, it is the Friedman. Oh, and is also selected. I suggest you also to prepare different combination of Friedman amp. So now the default, it is the condenser. Okay, it is convenient also to use the Dynacab because you can find, you can already find the Friedman amp. I suggest you to select the condenser and okay, V30 and the dynamic one. So prepare this. Let's say it is like to prepare a template where you are ready to define different options for the cabinet, for the amp, and so on. So you can also apply the same regulation to the same settings. Sorry, regulation is Italian. The same settings for other channels, and it is convenient also to copy channels to the other one. So let's click on this triangle and copy channel A to channel B. Okay, and also we can repeat to all channels, channel C and channel D. Why this? Because you can select different kind of options. For example, I can select on Friedman with dynamic 2 and also with the ribbon. For example, let's sorry for this dynamic for the ribbon. It is also a possibility. Also, I think it is nice to select the Friedman with Greenback speakers. This is and you can do the same. Okay, so we can easily copy channel C to channel D and create the other options. So this is I think an easy way and to have to prepare the template where you can work, you can tweak the sound to find out your best sound. But this is really important because now I am doing my favorite sound. Maybe my favorite sound it's also compatible with your taste, but it is important to understand how I think, how I what is my method, what is my philosophy behind the preset that I made. Okay, so thank you. Let's proceed. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so thank you. Well, so let's start to select the Dirty Shirlay. If you don't already done this the reset, I suggest you to go to the block and reset current channel. So starting from the 0 point. So select the block and reset it. You can do this with the block reset current channel, or you can type Command I with the Mac. I don't know what is in Windows, but you can have the short key available here. Okay, and also you do the same with the cabinet. Okay, I don't do the same because if I if I type the reset block, it recall the legacy cabinet with the PIG 57 amp. So let's select again Dynacab and V30 here, condensate, and V30 here with the dynamic one. Okay, so let's start to hear how does it sound with this combination. This is really starting point. Oh. Okay. To me, it's a bit dark, but the starting point is pretty okay. Let's have a look on the level. This is really important, and I suggest you also to have the preset leveling always on top to check all the time the level of the preset. To me, it is really nice to work around 0, okay? And sometimes the signal has to go to the red zone. So this is, to me, is this the favorite to have the best preset level for any kind of use, studio recording or live gig. I play a lot on stage, and I find out these settings are really perfect, also for the sound engineer that works with me on stage. So this is really important. This based on my experience, of course. The sound is pretty nice to me. It is a very nice crunchy sound. I love it. So how can do? I suggest you to let the setup of the amp as it is, and try immediately to change the cabinet option. So, for example, I have the condenser. Condenser microphone typically sounds, how can I say, in a wide range. So, a lot of bass frequencies, a lot of high frequency. It is, let's say, I think the most flat microphone. Okay. While the dynamic one, for example, in the same position, because this is the position, sounds more brighter, I expect. Exactly. How can you alternate two cabinets? Simply to press mute or solo from the same cabinet. So if I mute the second cabinet, it sounds the first one, so the condenser option. Very nice. If I wanted to use the condenser but have a more brighter sound, I, I as I show you, I don't touch anything on the amp. This is, to me, it is really important. It is my method. I don't want to start to equalize the amp before I find out the hotspot settings for the cabinet. So the cabinet has to be perfect with the standard settings of the amp. This is my most important starting point. So let's try to tweak the condenser microphone, and I move the spot of the microphone to find out the best result. Don't be afraid to move the hotspot in any area. Forget the fact that, oh, it is better to put on the center or in the middle or far on the... No, forget anything. You have to use your ears, not the eyes. This is the most important. As you can see, also, if you close the mic to the speaker, you increase the bass frequency. Sometimes it is too much. If you go far, very nice. As you can see here, I don't touch any kind of low cut, high cut. I set up these other parameters only when I hear the perfect hotspot for any kind of microphone. So let's go to the dynamic one. So I select the solo. I can move to the center. Okay, to me, the condenser sounds too much with too much bass frequencies, and I prefer the dynamic one microphone. But of course, you can cut the low frequency on the condenser. About 120. In this case, I prefer the dynamic one, but I can check also dynamic 2. Okay, dynamic 2. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm still on the channel D. It doesn't matter. For example, I can select dynamic 2. It's a bit darker, as I expect, because a dynamic one, it is the famous Shure SM57. Dynamic 2 should be the Shure SM7B, if I remember well. This is nice. Wow. Maybe I prefer the dynamic 2. Yeah. I can close the low cut. Okay. Perfect. As you can see, it doesn't necessary to touch the high cut, because to me is okay. Okay. later on, I will try also with the Stratocaster guitar. Maybe with a single coil, could be necessary to cut a bit the high cut. But in this case, to me, the sound is perfect. So let's see. Listen the condenser. No, condenser remains too much dark to me. It is amazing. Oh, we can try also the other cabinets, for example, the greenback. Okay, let's try the condenser. So I select. Let's stay with the channel D with the V30 option. I can set also the presets. Let's give a name, MF Dirty Shirlay. Okay. After the tutorial, the preset will be available on my store, but you can also create yourself. Okay, then go to the... And this is the typical voice of the greenback. It is amazing. The condenser is still dark with this kind of amp, okay? It is not dark absolutely. It is dark with this amp. Okay, Fractal is amazing because remember there is a very natural and realistic behavior of the amp with the cabinet. So the models of the amp is built in the way to feel different cabinet associated, matched with the amp. So it is really important. Don't consider that that cabinet sound darker, because it could be dark with some amp, could be bright with the other amp. So you have anytime you have to try. You have to try because different behavior, different amp, different cabinet. So you have only to try, and there is nothing fixed in the sound creation. To me, of course. I always speak by myself. Okay, this is only I only share with you what is my opinion, what is my philosophy. I repeat again because I don't want that sometimes write me down on the video. Oh no, you are not, you are wrong because this and that. No, guys, this is only my philosophy. If you have different experience and the sound is perfect, you are totally right. I'm really happy with my choice, with my experience, and I receive a lot of congratulations, compliments when I play on the theater. Especially just yesterday, I played on the theater, and the theater is amazing to test my sounds because we have the perfect audio. There is a very perfect hall to test the audio in the perfect way. So I receive a lot of compliment, and I work strongly close to the sound engineer, because I ask him, what do you think about my sound? It is good, it's nice, it's dark, it's bright. Yeah, I need to cut the. My target is to give the left and right output of my FM9 to the mixer, and the sound engineer has only to set up the volume. No equalization, no compression, no post-production. And to do this, I work a lot close with the very, very good sound engineer. And I also listen the recording to understand if my sound is, let's say, it is like I create, because it is okay if I hear my sound by my in-ear monitors, and I have this sound on my ears, I want the same on the recording. This is really important. Okay, only this explanation, clarification, why I make some choices. Okay, so let's try the greenback. So let's go to the center to increase the brightness. And let's cut some bass frequency because it's okay. Let's go to the dynamic one. Ah, this is amazing. If I want to increase the brightness, I go to the center. Going to the center, that means that you lose some bass frequency and increase the high frequency. So you have to find out the hot spot. So this is the perfect in the center. Too bright. Thank you, Dave Mock. Thank you, Stefano. So the hot spot to me is here. So let's make the comparison with the V30. And this is exactly what I expect. I know very well the sounds of V30 and Greenback, and this is exactly what I expect. This is the voice of V30, and the other one is the voice of Greenback, exactly as I know. Let's try the dynamic 2. Too much dark. So let's stay on the dynamic one. Maybe it's necessary to cut the low. Okay. Write on the chat what sound do you prefer. Do you prefer the V30 or Greenback? I can tell you that for the same reason of before, the V30 is much better, especially when you mix the guitar with other musicians on the stage. It is preferable to use the more open sound, more mid-range, like V30 speakers offer. V30. Greenback. Okay, this sound is fat, is nice, but alone. You never think your sound alone. You always have to think the sound in the mix. It is completely different. And later on, I will try this sound also in a backing track to understand if the sound match with some sample of backing track. This is really important, guys, because making the sound alone, you can do this only after a long experience, because you already store in your brain how to shape the sound in the proper way. Okay, but you need a lot of experience. To me, this is perfect. So now I select the cabinet, and I wanted to give you, let's try to go to the room preamp section. I let the settings as it is, not necessary to low cut, because I already done the cuttings here, so it's not necessary to cut again. I suggest you to use the room air. Room is offer you the early reflection room to produce the typical amp in the room sound. To do this, I switch off the reverb for a moment. Okay, let's go here. Increase the room level. Have a look on the CPU power, because room level impact on the CPU power. So you have to to take care about this, if using or not using. So as I increase a bit, as you can see, there is about let's say 2-3%. Okay, not so much, but you have to consider this. So I'm using the standard FM3. Okay, very old, the first version without headphone output. So the first version, absolutely version. So it is really old, but it works perfectly after for 5 years. 5 years, because it was 2019, and after 5 years, it's still working perfectly. It's incredible unit. For some people ask me if can I buy the the MK1, or it is necessary. Guys, Fractal guarantee to you that also the old unit, also the unit means FM3, FM XFX3 are still compatible with the last firmware. Absolutely. So, okay, increase the room level. Okay, I give you some, let's say, golden settings for this. It is increase the room size to 20 meters. All room reflection, room diffusion a bit more, but what is really important is the mix spacing. Mix spacing means the distance of the ambient microphones from the amp, and I suggest you to increase it about 70, 80, 75. Okay, so I can show you what is the result of this. Okay, this is absolutely dry sound. Sorry, not this. It is also increased the stereo image of the sound. It seems that I am in the room. Exactly, it's a room level, guys. Okay, it's nice, but don't exceed with these settings. I think let's say 15-20%. It is okay. So you can hear the difference with. This is totally dry sound. I hope that you have the headphones. If you have the headphone, you can hear perfectly the effects of the room level. Okay, perfect, guys. So let's switch on the reverb. So I prefer also to select a different. I prefer the medium hole. How can I do more? The sound itself, it is amazing because it is really dynamic. As you can see, I can play really like a clean sound. If I play loud. It's amazing. Okay, what can I do now on the amp? Almost nothing. Maybe I can tweak a bit the gain. If I wanted to have a clean sound, for example. So let's first of all let's save this sound as a crunch scene. Okay. And now let's try to create a clean scene. So I have, because I create the scene number one with the channel D on for the cabinet. I wanted to select all for all scenes the channel D. How can do this? Go to the block, go to the all scene, and all scene set to D. In this way, okay, I tell to Fractal FM3 to select all in all scenes the channel D. This is important. So let's go to the scene number 2, and we can make a clean sound, for example, clean. Okay. To make the clean sound, I decrease the gain, of course. I can increase the master volume, not too much. You can observe when you decrease the gain, also the EQ, the equalization change. But in this case, it changes in the proper way because there are more high frequency. I can increase maybe the bass frequency a bit. The mid is not necessary. So let's save this channel, copy channel A to channel B, because I forgot to save the channel to another channel. Okay, should be okay. Save. Okay. Let's come back to the crunch. Okay, and it remain. Okay, the crunch channel remain on the channel C, and the clean on the channel A. Channel B, sorry. Perfect. To me, it's perfect. Then I wanted to create the lead channel. Okay, lead channel. I can select. Let me change on channel B, a different channel, the channel D. Okay, now there is Euro Blue. I can copy the first channel on C on D. Okay, to starting from the same point, channel C to channel D. Okay, perfect. Now I have the channel D. Let's try to increase the gain. How can I say? To me, it's already perfect in this way. Okay, you can also have more gain in two ways. You can increase the input trim. Input trim, it is, let's say, the sensitivity of the channel is different from the gain. Input trim, from electronic point of view, the input trim is placed before the bright capacitor, so that these two knobs has a different behavior on your sound. First of all, you have to use the gain. Then you can increase the sensitivity of the amp, increasing also the input trim. It's amazing. Or you can have a different. Go to the ideal panel, and also you can activate the boost. Another way, or there is another option. Go to the preamp, and on the preamp you have a possibility to tweak. It's like you open the cabinet of your amp, and you with the solder you make any kind of modification on the electronics. So as you can see, the input boost has a possibility to tweak a lot. So you can select on and off, but you can also select the level of the booster. And the circuit of the booster. By default, the circuit is neutral. So it is a really clean, absolutely clean boost, and add only plus 12 dB on the signal, nothing else. But if select the boost type, you can use the same circuit of a very famous pedal, like the AC boost, the CC boost, the fast boost, the full overdrive, the grinder, the JP double C plus shred, the mid boost, neutral, and for example, I love to use the circuit of the TS 0808. So what is the difference? The difference is the circuit gives not only an impact of the gain, but also on the EQ. So the sound is a bit different. I can show you. So typically, I expect with the TS808, the sound has more mid-range than the neutral. Too much basses also. And so the sound is much more focused, more mid-range, and this is perfect for the lead. Because if you make the lead, if you are playing the lead, it is necessary to have a very the sound has to be with more mid-range, and so the notes are much more distinguishable. I don't know the exact name. Sorry for I don't know the English. Is distinguishable. Sorry, but you understand. So you can hear that the TS808 mod is much better than neutral, also especially for the lead sound. This is neutral. that is fantastic. What is the difference between the standard 808 and 808 mode? It is the difference with if you take the standard. It is the modification. You will find the description, the exact descriptions on the wiki fractal, as I explained at the beginning of this tutorial. Go to the wiki fractal and select the drive model list, and there is some explanation. The 808 mod should have more mid range, something like that. I love it, and I use it. I use it a lot. So I assign this to the lead. Okay, lead, perfect, and I save. But because I usually have the lead channel on scene number 1. Let me swap. Okay, this scene. Swap this scene with the scene number 3 because I wanted to have the lead channel on the scene number 1. Perfect. Okay, this is correct. Save. And I wanted to have the clean on the scene number 3. So to avoid it, to make any mixed, I change a swap with the scene number 2. And okay, now this is my let's say favorite map. Lead on channel on scene number 1. Crunch. Crunch. I wrote wrongly. Okay. Crunch on channel on scene number 2, and the clean on scene 3. So I create my 3 basic favorite sounds. So the lead, the crunch, and the clean. Now I can add all the necessary effect for my live gig, especially because I'm always think about what I need on the live gig. Typically, with the crunch sound, I don't necessarily to make a lot of. Perfect. So let's go to the clean, for example. Okay. And let's start to add some effects. The first effect it is the delay. And I add the delay here, typically in parallel. I already spoke about the parallel effect, and I always connect the ambient effect in the parallel mode to preserve to have the possibility to tweak the delay effect without affect the dry signal. The dry signal passed from the cabinet to the output only with the reverb to create the ambient, nothing else, but all the delay, plex verb, multi-delay, and so on, I connect these effects always in a parallel mode. So I select this one, okay. I use the kill dry because when you select the delay, you have to select the kill dry to avoid to pass the dry signal, absolutely. And it is better to put the bypass mode in mute FX in. And now you can select with the mix the amount of delay. About the delay, what we can select? Let's select stereo tape delays is one of my favorites. Okay. And let's try to put a compressor also on the clean channel. Could be nice. Let's try compressor here. Okay. Compressor give a contribute, especially with the semi-clean amp, to cut the peaks, and the feeling it is the sound is a bit clean, a bit is cleaner than before. Oh, sorry. We can add the chorus. Chorus is better to put in series. My favorite it is the 4-voice analog. Yeah. Too much delay. Okay. Okay, so I can create two different scenes. I can create the very dry signal, dry, clean. Okay, I call clean, dry, and I save it. I switch off the chorus and delay. I copy this scene, copy this scene on scene number 4. Okay, and I call this scene clean, wet. Yes. Okay, and I switch on the chorus and delay. Okay. So let's go to the crunch. Okay, now the effects are still on, so I switch off the chorus and I save it. This is the crunch. This is the clean. And let's go to the lead. Okay, scene number 1. Switch off the chorus and switch on delay. Yes, delay. Because it is the lead, okay, I can increase the level of the amp a bit, because this regards only the channel D. As you can see, when I change the scene, the lead use the channel D of the Dirty Shirlay one. So let's save. The scene number 2 use the channel C, okay, and the clean use the channel B. And you can see the difference. The amp is the same. And this is a very big opportunity that can offer the digital modeling, especially FM3, FM9, and AXFX3. Because I can see a question. I'm currently trying to decide between buying a Friedman Gel 20 or FM9. Okay, this is a very big question. But in any case, with a physical amp, you cannot select different settings like you can do with the model. So I have the same amp, but I can have a lot of settings of the same amp, like this. So as you can see, I create clean, crunch, and lead with the same amp but different setting. You cannot do this with a normal amp, of course. Otherwise, you need two channels, of course. But in any case, you have to switch the two channels and so on and so on. Okay, so if you want, this is clean. It is amazing. So of course you can use this channel as a crunch. It's up to you. So I can increase a bit the gain with the. As you can see, I don't touch the equalization. It is necessary? Yes? No? To me, no, because the main job is done on the cabinet. When I select the dynamic 2 in this position with this cut, to me, the most job of the equalization side is already done. This is the reason why on my preset you don't see so much difference on the tweaking. You can tweak a bit as you prefer, but to me the main part of the sound is done by the cabinet position, cabinet option, selection of the speakers, the microphone, and all the core of the system is here to me. Okay? Perfect. The preset is finished, and I wanted to share with you how it sounds. This is the final test, let's say, how it sounds on the backing track. And this is really important, guys, because I never create my presets without testing on the backing track. And this is the reason why my preset, it is play over a backing track to give you the feeling how it sounds. Otherwise, alone, you cannot hear the exact effect. So I can select a backing track, and of course, later on, I can answer to your question. I can see a question from Stefano. It's like to have a 4-channel for every amp, exactly, even when they have only one. Exactly, Stefano. Perfect. Jody in Alaska. Jody in Alaska. Okay. Hello from Georgia, USA. Sorry I'm late. Thanks for all your fractal advice. Love your channel. Thank you so much, Jody. You are absolutely welcome. So let's select a backing track here. A rock backing track. Let's select this one and what could MF Dirty. This is maybe okay. What can I say, guys? It's amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. So, I hope you find this tutorial helpful for you. I recommend you to put a like. If you want, you can find this preset in few minutes on my store on the MF Factories collections. But of course, you can do yourself. You can have everything here. So I'm able to answer to your questions. Sunny Bird, FN Sunny Bird. Oh, I don't know what is it. FM9, trust me. Okay, Sunny Bird. It is the name of the. Sorry, now I connect. I totally agree, of course. And also, buy FM9 and follow my tutorial. It is absolutely necessary because when you buy a fractal device, guys, trust me, when you buy fractal device, fractal unit, you buy one of the best and professional unit about the electronics for guitarists. But you have to be aware. You have to be aware. Again, you have to be aware that you have the very professional unit. You have not a toy in your hands. This is a very big problem. I really see on the social hundreds people, thousand people that buy fractal without know what they have in their hands. Guys, you buy a Ferrari of the modeling, and to drive a Ferrari, it is not enough the standard drive license. You have to you have to improve your drive style, of course. Okay, it's not a toy. It is a professional thing. Okay, so it is necessary you dedicate some of your time to teach yourself, okay, and to improve your knowledge not only of the fractal itself, guys, because the problem is to make the sound that I show you this moment. It is based of the experience of I am 56-year-old, guys. I don't start yesterday to develop this unit. I have. It is more than 40 years that I play on the stage, recording and so on. It is a big experience, and due to this experience in the analog world, because 40 years ago there was not any kind of modeling system, but the models, to me, it is a very big, very best way to apply my knowledge in a very easy way, in a convenient way, like a modeling. The concept are absolutely the same. It is like in the photography. It doesn't if you buy the last model of Canon or Nikon or Sony camera, okay, you don't become automatically the professional photographer, guys. Okay? You have to teach yourself. You follow the training and so on. Okay. So, if you consider to buy a fractal unit, consider also to teach yourself. Okay? If it is a problem to do this, okay, I think that is not a good choice. It's not, because you will become frustrating, struggling with the tweak, and you don't know this and that, and so on and so on. It is always a pain. And no, guys, to create a sound is not a pain. It is a joy. You have to be happy. I continue to see people that buy because they have money, but they don't take 1 minute to teach themselves. And it's not a matter of fractal or other modelers. It is a matter to the knowledge how to create the sound. And I offer you this tutorial for free. Please follow and give a gift to yourself. Okay? Sorry if I for this speech, but to me it's absolutely necessary to to share my information, to share my knowledge. I'm not jealous of my knowledge. Absolutely, you can ask me what you want, and it is not necessary. If you want, you can buy my preset, and you have everything inside. But okay, my preset has to consider like a template where you can tweak a bit to adapt the preset to your taste. Okay, so thank you so much. With your help, everybody can be like Niki Landau. Sorry, thank you so much. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Fractal is for me the most effective. Let me check. The most effective teacher for guitar technique and sound. I'm dialing in Science 2 years every day, and you helped me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is the proper use of the fractal unit. Perfect, Stefan. Read the manual. Of course, the manual is mandatory to read. Read the manual and follow Marco. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put a like. This is mandatory. Okay. Thank you for subscribing, Sanurei. Thank you so much. Thank you, Francesco. Nice job, as usual. Rock on it. Thank you so much, Francesco. You have the same guitar on the avatar. I love my Gibson SG Murphy Lab. It is absolutely ridiculous guitar. Fantastic. Absolutely. Perfect, guys. If you don't have any other questions, I thank you. I thank you very much for your attention, and see you for the next tutorial. Keep in touch with my YouTube channel, subscribe it, and click on the bell to receive the notification for the next tutorial. And don't forget to follow the G66 channel, because it is only thanks to G66 that I can do this, and I thanks a lot to all the guys and all family, G66 family. There are a lot of fantastic guys. Thank you so much, guys. See you. Have a nice weekend. See you. And this is my outro with my songs. See you. Ciao, 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 ciao.